Well, I've come here on several occasions slating VAR and criticizing it. It's not a bad initiative in the game of football, but its inconsistency has made it look bad. And VAR as a technology has no problem, but the people operating it are really the problem. And yesterday night, after the game of Arsenal, a story rose coming in from the Daily Mail and very many others that the person operating the VAR forgot to draw the lines to check the last stand of all the players, or the last position of all the players before that ball went into the back of the net. Welcome to Rokani Media Football, meaning that Arsenal was robbed of its victory by VAR over the weekend. It was not only Arsenal. Chelsea was robbed in broad daylight. Brighton was robbed in broad daylight. So, smash the like button, comment and share. If at all you're watching us for the very first time, endeavor to subscribe to this channel so as not to miss out on stories that we do upload in here on a daily. Now, Rokani David is my name. Yesterday, very many games were played that saw Arsenal drop 2 points, Chelsea drop 2 points, and Brighton drop 2 points because of VAR. If with that goal of Arsenal that they concede against Brentford is really ruled out by VAR through a perfect line being drawn, then Arsenal would have walked away with 3 points because Brentford had chances, but they only had 1 shot on target. Arsenal had 23 shots and they only had 8 on target. So it shows you that amidst Brentford being scary and a threat in front of goal of Arsenal, they never really directed very many shots on target on Arsenal's goal. So one would have said, all right, even if VAR robbed Arsenal, but Brentford looked like they had very many clear-cut chances, but they had only 2 on target, of which that one of the 2 was one that crossed the line that VAR allowed in. So how can you win a team when you have only 1 shot on target? So I believe VAR is an absolute joke. People running it should really try to respect and put respect to the name of other people and the funds and the money that is being injected into the club, because it's not always something easy. It's always not something easy to see to it that they really take over this mess that they keep doing week in, week out. The first person to break the story that Arsenal was robbed was James Sharp, is a sports reporter for the Mail on Sunday. He said VAR Limassol forgot to draw offside lines on Ivan Toney's equalizer in a mistake that could have a huge impact on Arsenal's title hopes. Christian Nogard was offside. Had the lines been drawn, the goal would have been disallowed. So, this is where you go all out and ask the refereeing department of the FA that why do these people walk away without being punished? You give them such a huge authority and you're not going to punish them. You know, these circumstances that call for compliances are always in because the people running VAR know we are going to walk away from it. After all, nothing is going to be really put onto us. But if at all they know that if at all we do something wrong, we are going to be charged and maybe suspended for months, then they'll never forget. They'll do their job with passion and perfectly. But the problem is these people are really being backed a lot by the FA, yet they are spoiling the game of football and they are costing teams points and titles. If Arsenal don't win this trophy, they look way back to these decisions that were made by VAR that affected them. And what does it call for? The FA and the refereeing department to come out the next day and really put in an apology that we are sorry, that would have been a penalty, that would have been a goal. That really beats my understanding, because football results are irreversible. You get? Irreversible. So let us not try to act stupid. They should act sane. It's a job that is really high costly. You have to be efficient. It calls for high cost efficiency. if at all you are really doing that job. You have to be red alert onto that game of football if at all you feel like you want to go on and really take on the next big thing and make a decision that no one will really criticize. Now, Sam Dean has also told us that Brentford's controversial equalizer against Arsenal was wrongly allowed to stand because of a human error by VAR, who failed to draw the correct offside lines. Lee Mason did not examine whether Christian Nogard was offside before crossing for Ivan Toney to score. And this is where you ask themselves, why don't they go in for the VAR technology that FIFA employed at the World Cup in Qatar? Because it's talked of being efficient, first and foremost, and time-saving. In just 3, 4, 5 seconds, it can really go ahead and redo the need and give you a decision, because for it, it's virtual. No need of drawing lines, because they bring out the entire body of a human being. Why don't we go that way? Because looks like these people running it are really stupid, and they're really costing teams points and money. Simon Dean continued and told us the following, that it's understood that VAR operator Lee Mason had instead focused on the possible offside offense a few seconds earlier involving Ethan Pinnock and Arsenal defender Gabriel Magalhaes before falling to fully investigate Christian Nogard's position. And this is where you ask, every time VAR is really doing free kicks and they've been like 3, 4 ball motions, they go ahead and really review every moment. Every moment the ball moves from one person to another is being reviewed. Now here, a ball makes 2 movements. The free kick that is brought in, that's the first movement. Then it's headed towards the back post. That is the second movement. And the Nogard third movement is the one that is really so much important that he doesn't even look at. They're abysmal, and they've costed a team points. And allow me throw you a little bit into how this guy costed Arsenal. You see, this is Nogard, and this ball is being headed into play. Nogard finds it, finds Ivan Toney, back of the net. The guy was offside. Look. And the hand is really always out. The only thing that could play Nogard on is the hip. But even if you put the hand in, look at where his boot is. He was offside. And Ben White had kept himself in a very good position. But look at this. The guy was totally offside, and Arsenal were robbed. That is broad day robbery that we cannot come here and really come in and accept. We should call this out. VAR needs to be doing better, because by doing better, that's how the game of football is really going to be enjoyed. I like VAR, but its inconsistencies are really making me hate it. VAR should be consistent. They shouldn't be inconsistent. Look at that goal. Arsenal robbed, and that's how Arsenal was robbed yesterday. They were robbed of their victory, and VAR is the one to blame. After Arsenal, even Chelsea were also robbed. Look, Chelsea were also robbed on the day. So for this, VAR got it right, because Declan Rice was offside and is the one who really brushes this ball to find Shushek, and Shushek scores the winning goal that was really called out. But this one, Conor Gallagher's shot. Guys, isn't this a penalty? They say that how can someone land with his hand down? But he holds the ball. And look at the hand. To me, this is a penalty. I don't know what you guys think about it, but to me, that is a penalty. And this is an Arsenal goal that was supposed to be not conceded, that was given out by VAR stupidly by Lee Mason in the VAR room. So guys, your thoughts onto that are welcome in the comment section below. Arsenal was robbed of its victory yesterday against Brentford. That goal shouldn't have stood. That goal shouldn't have stood. And the game of Brighton, they also ruled, they denied a clear penalty to Brighton, I think, that Crystal Palace would have seen themselves one goal down. So, thank you guys for watching in through. Your thoughts on VAR robbing Arsenal are welcome in the comment section below. Do you think Arsenal was robbed or not? Or do you think Chelsea was robbed or not? I welcome your thoughts into the comment section below. First video of the day, Rokani is my name. I hand you over to the Lord to bless you abundantly. I'm out.